Good evening, folks. Welcome to another cast of the Aurorian Age with Grievance Gaming. Tonight I have with me Bear, Deuce,
How's it going?
and Shiva. How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Very
Hey.
good.
I'm excited. I finally have a release date. I thought I wasn't going to get work off.
We are
But
very
then I
excited.
did.
I also want to give a shout out to Scapes for posting the patch notes for us that we've all been talking about pretty much since open beta got announced and launch got announced. So thank you, sir.
Yeah, that really changed what we were going to talk about a little bit, I think.
It did, because we all four of us kind of devoured those as soon as they got posted up there. Very exciting stuff. Some of the things I know all of us have been looking for quite a while now. Bear?
Holy smokes, man. I mean, I'm going over this, and I mean, there's a lot of new features. There's a new farm cart that's coming. The AFK kick has been implemented. I mean, I don't want to just go through here and read this. They were posted. Everybody can check it out for yourself. But there's some really, really good information in here. And I have to agree with Deuce. What he said right before he went live is this is going to slow everybody down a good bit.
And I'll tell you, that's not a bad thing because
Definitely
especially for us who've been in alpha from the start, and we've been moving in slowly, and we've seen how quickly you can jump to the top. But then what is there to do really but be D-bags and kill people who are actually trying to have fun in the game? So, I'm glad they're slowing people down so that we have more time to immerse ourselves in the game, plus to help the people who were not in alpha and didn't get much beta time to get in and actually get them acclimatized to the game and stuff.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. The changes they put in, like you say, as the debag thing and the slowing us down and just slowing the progress of the game down. That's always a good thing to me. I like to work towards something. I know as a guild, that has been a big element in this game, being a guild-based game that you have to work as a team for, and putting those things in that kind of put everybody on even footing. I'm all for those.
Yep.
I have a feeling that Scapes is going to get hammered now. Everybody knows Scapes is following this cast tonight, so here's your chance to ask him questions, but good luck trying to get him in there.
Yeah, he said he's here, but he's kind of all over the place. He's got some announcement stuff he's trying to get straightened out. So don't
It's okay. We got Bear here.
Yeah, we got Bear.
You can ask
we
Bear
do
whatever
appreciate the patch notes getting posted as soon as they came up. So that was awesome. What's going on with open beta for Grievance, Bear?
Well, for open beta, we just got the word handed down that we're going to let people kind of do their own thing a little bit. If you want to still work on the farms and kind of get to see how the guild farms work, you're welcome to jump back over there with us. We're still got our beta farms up and running, or they will be tomorrow. Other than that, it's a good time for folks to check out, different quest lines that they haven't seen if they want to do a practice run on getting their characters up and maybe, see how long it takes them to get to the small farm quest or to get 15 Guild stars. So we got a lot on our plate. The other big thing that we're going to be doing is really concentrating on our naval battle. So we'll look for you on the ocean.
Hunting pirates and killing reds. What I know that Bear, it's been mentioned that a lot of people have had a lot of questions about, the new people coming in that are just now getting in for open beta about crafting. You and Deuce have anything for us on that front?
Well, the simple thing on it is we're here to answer any questions. Crafting is so in-depth, as we've talked about before and stuff. It's really, we would bore people to death to rehash a lot of it. So come in TeamSpeak. Feel free to ask the questions. We'll go in as much depth as you need to understand to the level you want to understand. Just know there is some information on the net. A lot of it is outdated, so be careful watching the date. Every patch comes in, changes crafting. I'm sure somewhere in this patch, crafting has been changed again. So, it's hard for the websites to keep up. So, yeah, just jump into TeamSpeak and ask us the questions. We'll be more than happy to, do what we can to help out.
Yeah, I was actually asked if I could do a video on a lot of the different crafting stuff because of so many changes and to kind of help some of our members out. So I'm gonna have to twist Dash's arm, see if he can't give me the one-on-one, streaming school for dummies, so I can get that done. But
well, Bear, you already have one major thing that you need for streaming, and a lot of people will watch you.
Oh, well, okay.
You got a beard.
I got the beard. That's right.
The beard.
That's all you need.
Never underestimate a good beard. I'm telling you.
Well, I get to hide a lot of stuff in there, so. But just to cover a couple of quick things about crafting for our new folks. Don't try to be a jack of all trades. It's going to hurt you in the long run. Find one or two things to concentrate on. I know there's a lot of folks that like to test out fishing, and fishing is a great pastime. There's a lot of really fun things you can do. We just lost Memo.
I'm back.
So I'll have a silent moment for. Oh, there he is. Never mind.
I'm back.
It's like.
But yeah, so don't try to be a jack of all trades. Mining, we know Deuce has talked about before, is a great way to level up, your main character, as well as a good way to get some vocation badges and stuff like that. But as far as more in-depth stuff, catch me in TeamSpeak. I'll try to get that video up and we can go into it in a lot more depth.
Just to touch on what Bear said also, when you are centering down on one specific skill, the higher you get in that craft, when you break the next tier, you actually get more XP per labor point spent. So if you're using that as an alternate way to level, for example, the higher your skill rate is in that craft, the more XP you're going to get for it. So that's one of the reasons why you want to center down on one thing.
Yeah, and like Steele just said, we'll try to be answering as many questions as we can towards the end, and if we can catch them in the meantime. So.
All right. Well, first of all, guys, I have to mention something very special. We passed 800 followers.
Oh, nice.
Like way past it already. Thank you, everybody, for following. We're like at 820 already, and we were like at 770 half an hour ago.
I'd like to claim that it's our bubbling personalities in the cast, but we know we just happen to be the one casting on the shiny new toy in the MMO world, and I'll tell you, this game is awesome, and we finally have a release date. We are ecstatic about it. We are ready to go live.
And as you can tell, we are all very excited about it. And I know me and Deuce have been there since day one on Alpha, Bear shortly after. And Dash has been putting in a whole lot of time in game lately doing our streams for us, which if you haven't caught any of those, we have some from entertaining to informational YouTube videos out there on ArcheAge. You can pretty much take your pick.
It was, I like Aurorian. It was beard power. Beard power. It was beard power.
And somebody noticed I did get a new haircut.
Oh, okay.
This is in dedication to the launch of our actual game. So
yeah, because you're not gonna leave the chair for a few days, so it's like
I
get a haircut.
Had to get my haircut. Got a shave going because Memo says I can't grow a beard.
Yeah, he'll end up looking like me before it's over.
It looks like you have some kind of facial disease when you try and grow a beard. Please don't do that to us again.
Hey, I cannot help. I do not have the bear genes.
Oh, be grateful.
The bear. The bear.
This
genes.
is 2 days. I mean, that's.
I thought you had bear's pants. I was like, why do you have bear's pants? The bear jeans.
Pants.
No, this is
pants optional.
Yeah, this is the no pants cast. None of us can stand up because we're wearing no pants.
Yeah. No pants. Awesome.
See, somebody asked, is Deuce wearing pants? Nope, this is the no pants cast.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the no pants cast. Sorry, Liette.
We love you. We miss you, Liette. But hey, you got to do it sometimes. It's a guy thing.
No,
the giveaway has not happened yet.
No, giveaway has not happened. But so everyone knows, we have way surpassed 800 followers. So if you want to enter into the giveaway, sorry we don't have any fancy way of giving this away right now, but we just have so many new followers. It's going to be a random giveaway. But if you want to enter into the giveaway for the silver key, you need to type in Beard Power.
Beard Power.
Beard Power. With,
I like it.
With the caps. B capitalized and P capitalized, and you will be entered in to win. And we'll wait for everybody to enter, and then we'll give it away towards the end of the cast. So
that's awesome. This is a silver pack, guys. This isn't just an account. This is going to give you early access. This is pretty awesome. Don't forget to capitalize the B. It's very important.
Yes. Oh yeah, look at that.
And
Nice.
there they go.
There's the Beard Power.
There's the Beard Power. I love it.
It's awesome.
So, what did anybody else see anything that just really stood out on the patch notes that you think we need to talk about?
I did. The increase in what was it? Sunlight.
Sunlight.
So, I mean, sunlight is huge. That's weapons.
Yeah.
So, unless it's a typo, we should actually get to be able to produce weapons early in the game. So, they're going to look at moonlight, starlight, and sunlight off of the sunlight and just make sure it's not too powerful. And
yeah,
stuff.
we'll definitely need to experiment with what is meant exactly by increased, because that could mean slightly, that could mean it's going to be easy to make weapons.
Well, to kind of give you I'm sorry, go ahead.
Considering, I've been farming every day since they've discussed it, looking to see if drops have changed, Well, now that they've actually announced it, trust me, I will be able to tell the increase on how much it actually is, because I farm it every single day trying to see.
Yeah, and with our Archeum farm, we had 7 large farms that were running, nonstop Archeum trees on it. We were harvesting them twice a day, and you could really see the difference. And for the sunlight, it was definitely on the lower end. I mean, where we might get 40 or 50 of the other ones, we'd only get 10 to 15 with the sunlight. So it was definitely lower.
The other thing that was posted in the notes that was interesting is the Hosla weapons. Only the first tier Hosla weapons will be available at launch, and the next 2 tiers will be in an upcoming release. So that's what we're talking about, slowing us down and stuff. They're locking out the northern continent, which means no farm tractors and stuff. No way to grab a castle. They're also slowing down the Hosla weapons and stuff. So yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think it's going to add longevity to the game, and people aren't going to burn out within a month or so.
Well, yeah, now we're going to get to focus on, like, when game launches, now it's kind of going to be like, oh, the character progression and everything. We're not going to be like, oh, we need to get a castle right away, right now.
No, we're going to get a fleet and just have fun crushing pirates.
Well, the other thing is this is going to allow us to get everything ready to do it. I'm sure that's what all the rest of the guilds will be doing. They'll have their miners that are ready to harvest the Anya. They'll have their smiths that are, or their metal smiths that'll be ready to smelt it. They'll have their smelters in place. And when they do open it up, which there is no time on, there's, Russia did it in a certain amount of time, and people have been saying 6 weeks. We've heard 6 months. And there is no set time. They're actually going to be looking at the servers and the progression of the different guilds on the servers, and that's when they'll do it. As soon as they see that enough guilds are ready to go up there, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a bloodbath. I know it, because all the guilds are going to take off rushing up there to try to get the Anya real quick. So when you go, you better take backup, because it's going to be a bloodbath.
It will be.
And I'll tell you, did want to say something. I mentioned, defeating pirates and stuff. We do have a new promotion in Grievance today, and our guild leader, Steele, has announced that Chrysamir is now our warlord. So congratulations, Chrysamir.
Yeah, congrats, Chris. Grats, condolences. No, I'm just kidding. He's a great guy.
I'll tell you, he's good at what he does, so I have great confidence in his ability.
Yep. And thanks to Scapes again for, talking with Marcus when Marcus was over there, at PAX. He got a chance to really sit down and talk with Scapes for a while, so we appreciate, that. And I know, Scapes, you said you're going to be on our cast here soon, so we'll have to get in touch and get you on here maybe for another No Pants Tuesday. So you never know.
I like how we're inviting men to come on the cast with us and not have their pants on.
We do realize that it's Wednesday, so
Well,
not sure where we're getting No Pants Tuesday from. It's No Pants Wednesday, guys.
Somebody typed it in chat.
that's
well, we're all confused because people had Monday off, and it's like yesterday was Monday. Today's
always
Tuesday.
throws me off.
Yeah.
So, anybody got any plans other than just having fun when we get back into open beta tomorrow? I know I'm looking forward to welcoming all our guild members that weren't able to be in alpha with us or closed beta, and I know we have a ton of them coming in. I can't wait to be in our TeamSpeak channel and listen to their reaction as they, see things for the first time, like your first big city, see the water for the first time, because that's something that was done really right in this game. Get on the ocean on a boat for the first time. Those are things that I remember, and I like when we get our new people in, or just new people in general, get to see those for the first time. It's like reliving it all over again.
I love feeding the newbies to the Kraken. That's
I
always
was about to mention that.
Yeah.
Bear is going to have a boat ride for all the new people. This is their first time in the game. Get on a boat with Bear at your own peril. That's all I got to say, because you will visit the Kraken.
There's always those good ones, too, like failing to mention to someone that, hey, after you carry that pack, remember to put your glider back on.
That's right.
That's always
That's
that's always awesome when you jump off a high spot and you're click, 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 splat.
Yep.
Because your glider has been taken off as in exchange for a pack.
Now, Memo, you missed the last day of Alpha with us, didn't you?
No, I was there. I was on the party boat.
Okay, so that was a lot of fun. I know you weren't around for the whole evening, but man, they started enlarging people to bigger than houses, and everybody getting summoned up to the top of the library. That was probably one of the best in-game bashes that I've been in as far as for, alpha and stuff like that goes. That was absolutely phenomenal. So hats off to those guys.
I'll tell you, having two Dahudas, an NPC seller, that dragon, that mount, all supersized in Marianople, all at one time. Yeah, that was a crash fest. But hey, hats off to you. Those were some cool mobs.
Yeah, those were very cool. It I never knew what was killing me. I would just all of a sudden be full health and then dead, and then I'd be running back from the graveyard. I think my countdown timer got to 400 and some odd seconds or something. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna set this out and watch from a distance.
Something I noticed is when you're first resurrected and you sit there, your bar's full, and about 30 seconds later, it drops down because you get all your health back. So a lot of people weren't realizing that it takes a few seconds before you start regenning all your health. But I know JoJo walked in at one point, and I had just landed at the graveyard, and she's like, "Oh my Lord, it's raining men." Because, it was, they were falling out of the sky. Yeah. It was unreal. So she was singing that in the background. It's raining men.
It was
and
interesting.
The video's
it was
up right now, too, of their steel on his glider. And then showing off people falling and also gliding over the surprise in the water below.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how many Krakens. It was like 5 or 6 Krakens. That was a nice surprise.
Marianople, that was a lot of fun. Although the best seats for those were up on the dock for the airships. You could watch everybody running their galleons and everything else into the middle of it, lasting about 30 seconds. I think your loot song junk bit the dust, didn't it, Bear?
Yeah, it actually died. I summoned it, and the Kraken, I guess, sniffed me out and killed me real quick, and it died before I could run back from the graveyard to get back over there to it. So, but it was a lot of fun. I know Dash, he didn't you sell into the gaggle of Krakens right there?
I was trying to hurry because I got home late, and I was like, oh no, I'm missing it, and I didn't know you could type to teleport to get over there. So I was on my clipper hoofing it on the waves and everything, getting attacked by jellyfish. I was like, no, and then I finally made it, and it was like all these Kraken in the water, and I'm just selling right in. I knew what I was getting into, but I was.
It was funny. He's like, look, it's somebody goes, there's a grievance. Oh, it's
August was like, I see a grievance tag, and I'm like, that's me.
And then he was
And then
dead.
I was gone.
It was a blast, man. That was a lot of fun, and I can't wait for us to be able to, to take on the Kraken for ourselves, for live. And I think that's what everybody's so stoked about is, here in just another week and a couple of days, everything that we do is gonna stay. It's gonna matter, for the long run.
I know. I don't know how many. It's countless number 50s I have. Getting the Arc Master and stuff in Alpha, and none of that mattered. It was all a learning experience. I am ready to go for real now. I am so excited about this. I know people say you don't look excited, dude. I'm excited. I'm bubbling them up inside.
That's Deuce bubbling up right there.
That's me. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's the
Memo.
military.
He's gonna do the do.
Memo reminds me of that. What's the name of that guy? He's oh shoot, he did the television show, the game show, and he did the dry eyes commercial.
I'm drawing.
Oh, I know which one you're
blank
talking
here.
about.
Blank here, Bear.
I know who you're talking about.
Right.
That is not me. I am
No, not you. That's Memo.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Excited. We're really excited for the game.
We are really excited. I see how it is. I'm also sitting here reading chat as we're going on and on answering people's questions, so that might be part of the issue as well.
Ben Stein.
Ben Stein. There
Nice.
Kudos,
Thanks, Marco.
Ben Stein.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Well, now some of you don't know Arlia, but if you see Arlia on the cast, next time you get to see him, there's a very particular person that he looks like a famous person as well. So.
Speaking of
Mandy,
like Ben Stein.
Mandy Pink. Yeah.
He looks a lot like Mandy. Yeah.
Mandy. Who?
See, I've met Arlia in person. He did not remind me of Mandy Patinkin in person. Getting to know Arlia online is pretty much he's just like that in live person.
Yeah. If you don't know who Mandy Patinkin is, don't worry about it.
So I have a question for you guys.
All right, lay it on us.
And for the chat, how did you guys feel about getting 2 weeks notice before lunch?
Couldn't have come sooner?
Well, okay,
Yeah.
we wanted to come sooner, right? But for those of us who like to take time off or want to be there or who paid $150 for early access, right? You're getting 4 days head start, so you want to make sure you get your money's worth, right? How do you guys feel about 2 weeks notice?
I don't know. My playtime right at the beginning is going to be limited through the 4-day launch, but I'm so ready for the game to launch. I'm just going to make it work, and being part of a good big guild that's going to take care of everybody and each other, that kind of evens it out for me. But I'm not going to have, like you said, with the short notice, the playtime that I would have liked over those 4 days. But I want to make it work.
And I'll tell you, anybody who bought into the alpha and played, we pretty much had it predicted correctly. So it wasn't a big surprise to us when they said. I was actually surprised that they hit the timeline we were hoping for.
That they hit a Friday with pre-launch. That was nice.
Yeah.
If it had been the middle of the week, that would have been, even worse. The fact they're covering a weekend for pre-launch, that's awesome.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's actually very rare. Normally, let's pre-launch on a Tuesday. Thanks.
Yeah, I was expecting a Tuesday or a Thursday, to be honest with you.
And it's
Which,
kinda,
I mean, I guess
and it's kind of
live
different too that
will
it's
go
like
on a Tuesday then.
And it's like in the middle of the day. It's not like, we have to wait till 12:30 in the middle of the night for the server to be up, and then maybe the server's not going to be stable, so you're up to like 2 or 3 in the morning before you can actually get in the game.
That was a rough night, man. That was for Omega launch. That was a rough night.
That was a rough day.
Yeah.
You stayed up for it, but yeah, that was a rough day all the way around. Because Omega.
Somebody asked how big the guild is. To give you a rough idea, we have, I think it's about 7,000 members on the forums now, Dash.
It's over 8. It's over 8.
That's
over
all
8
the
now?
games.
We're closing in on 10,000 members of Grievance as a whole. For ArcheAge, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to launch with 200 to 300. I know tonight for our guild meeting, just the people that could attend, there were right around 100 members in channel just for our pre-open beta meeting. So we're we're pretty tight knit for what you think of as a big guild. We have a lot of people that have been in Grievance for a number of years. And I don't want to make this a Grievance commercial, but I've been here for a bit, as has Bear, and Grievance is part of our lives. So
Yeah.
come join us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty amazing. Me being a newer member to Grievance and stuff, and I'll tell you, I played in every type of guild you can imagine, and I gave up all the others and will never leave again. Because this is actually like a family. And I'll tell you, since ArcheAge went down, I actually went to another section within the guild and was playing EverQuest 2.
Oh, I know. I saw that. I saw you in the EverQuest 2 channel. I was like,
yeah.
oh.
So with Lolaine and stuff over there, and they welcomed me like I'd been there forever. And that's the great thing about Grievance. You can just jump from game to game, and it's like you've been playing with people that you're playing forever. They just have different names, is all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe we can start answering chat questions now.
Absolutely. Someone asked if these videos are for real. Yeah, on the closing night of Alpha, they dropped Krakens everywhere. Giant mobs, giant cows, people.
Yeah,
they turned to players giant. It was an awesome closeout for Alpha.
I think the only thing I didn't see was a giant beard.
Yeah, no giant beard.
Yeah, I'm looking at a giant beard.
There's one on the screen right now.
Here it is.
There's the giant beard.
I tell you, as soon as the temp drops back, Bear, I'm going full beard again. So get ready for Papa Smurf to come back.
There we go. I like it, brother.
Well, I always like
ships.
it because your beard is all white and stuff, but like this little small part is black, so
it looks like I've been eating something and gotten dirty. Yeah, I remember that discussion. Das. Yeah. Let's not have that one again.
Hey,
sneeze.
Hey, I'll make you a wager, Memo. If you get a beard like Bear, I'll bring back the mullet.
I don't think with my current school situation and work situation I could do that long of a beard. I have to maintain like a close to the skin cut.
Yes, we did end up getting one of the party boats, and we sailed it all the way around the Horn of well, I can't say the Horn of Africa. It's the Horn of so anyway, we brought it all the way back around to North Two Crowns, and we parked it up there. We had a blast for a long time. We had some folks get turned, huge, and they were sitting in the hot tubs, which normally like comes up to here, and it was just covering their ankles. And well, we had a really good time. I know it took us a while to get the party boat around there. That thing goes about the speed of smell. So.
Interesting comment by Soulgrave in here. Apparently on Alpha, last night of Alpha, him and Steel had a moment together. They jumped on a Kraken's head together. We all need to acknowledge that. I don't know that we need to comment on it much, but let's acknowledge that.
We can acknowledge that.
they jumped on the Kraken's head together.
Yeah. Okie doke. We had some other good questions out there. Did we ever manage to take the Kraken down? I know that as a guild we did not, but besides isolated parties going out to the Kraken, the only massive guild encounters we had with it were end of Alpha, and we weren't seriously trying to take it down. We were just throwing everything we had at it, boat wise and people wise. But during live, that's definitely one of our goals, because I hear he drops lots of goodies.
Well,
yeah, we put the Kraken glider up last time.
One of the things we did do that we tried out was we did take on Morpheus for a little bit, just to give our people a look at the pirate boss, and he is no joke. But we'll get there too, and I'll tell you, lots of fun to be had in this game. PvE, PvP, mixture of them both, you name it.
Yeah, we to answer your question, Fear, we do support the free-to-play players. We support all of our members. Exactly how we're going to do that, is we can't give you land because you can't, pay for it. But if you work to help the guild, then the guild works to help you. We've got, I think it's right around 30 people that have dedicated to the different crafting and harvesting and professions like that, and they're there to help our guildies. So, that's what we do. That's one of the things that Grievance has always done. Is work to help our members.
We keep getting asked about the server we're going to go on. We have looked at the servers, and we are keeping that, you know, close to the vest until right before launch. We, you know, with a game like this, there's going to be people out there that would grievance just to give them grief. So we'll be announcing our server shortly before launch. So stay tuned to the forums, or if you're a member and wanting to know, be on TeamSpeak. If you want to join up with us, TeamSpeak's the place to be for grievance.
I will tell you this, though. There's not a reason that we're hiding from somebody. We're trying to avoid anybody, because I'll tell you, there's not a guild out there that I wouldn't take on a frontal assault. It's just more of the people that are out there that would try to, you know, ruin our game for us in the beginning. So that's why we keep it quiet. Not that we're avoiding anyone.
Word is, for people not following chat, we have the giveaway coming up in 5 minutes, maybe 10 is what Steele says. Okay, so we got that down the road. We had a question a while back, and I think it might have been someone joining us late, but what were we thinking about the patch notes? There was some very welcome news in there, and you know, there's some people are going to like the fact, like we did, that they're slowing things down a bit for progression, and some people aren't going to like that. But overall, I was very pleased with the patch notes and kept hoping they're going to do something about Sunlight Arceum. They're going to do something about Sunlight Arceum, but I'd like to see something happen with Moonlight as well. Because, you know, all your best stuff there is going to be the crafted gear, and getting the crystals for it seems to be, you know, our roadblock. Even as a large guild organization that can devote a lot of manpower to it, still seems to be an issue.
To answer your question, Fear, we do cast at this time every week. Grievance casts many other nights, but for ArcheAge, this is our night and our time slot.
Yeah.
And yes, it is weekly.
And then especially on launch, I think we're planning on almost streaming as much as possible for the early access. And so I know I'll be streaming for 3 days, and the only time I'm not going to be streaming is when I need to sleep. And so hopefully Steel or someone else will be streaming.
Yeah, we will have a stream up pretty much nonstop with the people. We got people standing in line waiting to stream.
Yeah, so look for us early access next Friday. We'll be streaming for hopefully 72 hours or more.
How many ships do you need to kill the Kraken? From what we've heard, it's around 10. The one time that we did get a group large enough to probably take the Kraken down, we sailed all the way up there, and he was already dead. So we missed our chance and on the Omega server. So, but yeah, we've heard it's about around 10 of the loot songs or the cutters. Thank you.
And I'll tell you, it's gonna be fun.
Deuce has a question out here. Is someone's wife says Army or Marines?
I'm 21 years retired Army, so I am retired. And Memos makes fun of me every day. It's like, Deuce, you know you're retired, right? I said,
yeah, you don't have to keep the haircut, buddy. But it does. I don't know if you did something different with it. I don't know that I would recognize you. So
yeah, true.
Next year, Deuce is gonna have long hair. So like,
yep,
I don't think so. You went directly from. I know it. I can tell you right now. You went directly from mullet to that, didn't you, Deuce? You've had 2 haircuts in your life: mullet and military.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I think my hair has been this length or shorter for the last 30 years. So nice. I kind of figured there. But, you know, when I got out of the service, I just let all this go because I was like, you know, too long having it cut. Just let it go.
I was never in the service, but I used to have like a curly haired fro.
I can picture you with that. Yeah, that actually
I have curly hair, and so I had like a little poofy curly going on. Jerry curls. Yeah.
To answer Helium, yes, Dash will be streaming a lot, and when he's not streaming, somebody else will be taking his place so he can get his nappy nap time.
Or I could just stream like running my donkey in circles so I could level up, and I'll just be like this.
You know, someone asking about system specs, and I can tell by looking at what they put up there that their video card and processor are better than mine, and I'm running it on Ultra, so you're good. You're solid.
I look like a Lost Jackson 5 brother. What?
Hey, and Arthrodon did confirm it. Yes, that system is fine. So, Arthrodon is our Geek Squad guy. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Former.
Yeah,
Geek
you
Squad.
and you
Oh,
know
he
you
doesn't work for
can
Geek Squad?
like another person in chat said he's running at lowest settings on laptop, and I can run it at lowest settings on my non-gaming laptop. Well, it's not ideal, but it's definitely doable.
Yes, and I will be streaming here on this channel for Grievance.
Yeah, if I can get Dash to teach me how to do it, I'll get mine set up as well, so we can have multiple angles of the awesome battles of farming.
Multiple, yeah. I need
Yeah,
multiple.
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna have to
watch
spin
Bear
around the farm just for Deuce.
farm
Just
for
like,
48 hours straight.
yes, stream farming. You guys, now we're gonna pick up barley.
okay.
What's our favorite build?
Build, yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite build, man.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
me personally, I like playing Archer. I mean, I play Stone Arrow and Primeval. You know, depending on the situation and stuff. That just fits my play style, fits really well. You know, what about you, Bear? What are you going to play?
You know, I've played just about all the different stuff because, you know, as Deuce knows, I hate being a cookie cutter. I will try off the wall stuff, you know, just to say, yeah, I think it can do it. And I've done it a couple of times with some of the weird stuff, and like the Bastion, and good Lord, I can't even remember all the names of the off the wall stuff we tried.
Yeah,
but
you had some weird names popping up that I'm like, what
Yeah.
is that spec?
yeah, but I'm gonna be going PVE tank. That's gonna be my main focus for live. So
I can tell you I went to two opposite ends of the spectrum because I did healing builds from the beginning, which are mediocre to level with. We've got some good healing builds leveled out now that are perfectly fine to level with, and you can switch them around at max level to go between DPS and healing. But I went from the mage healing builds all the way to the other end of the spectrum to Blighter and Dark Runner, and those are your jump in, punch it in the face classes, and then you got your magic user heal builds on the other end. So I went to both ends of the spectrum, and thoroughly enjoyed both of them.
yeah, I will definitely be escaping from the farm this time. But yeah, we've got some really knowledgeable people in the guild. If you're able to get in, you know, you can sit down and talk with them. We've got folks that have done, you know, the abolishers. We've got, you know, some really good primevals, stone arrows. We've got the great healers, you know, so we've got everything covered. And you know, if you need more information and stuff like that, especially if you're in the guild, jump into TeamSpeak. These guys are great at answering questions.
Give a shout out to Valdebrand for his healing builds he's put up for us, which I've been playing around with those, and have been, you know, going from a leveling build to a total heal build. You know, we got some good stuff out there that's been tested by people that, you know, that's what they live to do is theory craft. So I mean, there's just so many options you can go with this game. You can build it however you want to build it, pretty much.
Well, that's why one of the reasons I really love this game is you can take, you know, you figure out if you want to go melee, if you want to do archery, if you want to do magic. You pick your main damage tree, then you pick your tree that kind of, you know, is synergetic with the one that you pick the first, where you get your most combos and stuff. Then you can pick up your utility tree that really kind of conforms to your play style, and it allows you to really customize a character that will fit exactly what you've wanted to do. So there's no limit on it. Don't be tied down to everybody says, oh, well, if you want to do the best damage, you have to play this. Phooey, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, if you're in a group situation, you can always, you know, stack your builds to where you can fit what the group needs at that time. And, you know, if you're kind of like iffy on that, you can, as soon as you're in your own situation or in a group, you know, to where that part's filled, you can play it however you want to play it, which is another great thing about the game, because, you know, once you can level multiple different trees of different skills and switch between them. I mean, it's not free, but it's definitely doable if you want to switch things around, which is very nice. You're not pigeonholed. Your biggest pigeonhole, I would say, in any kind of skill is you need to pick what you're going to do by what armor you go with, and what kind of weapons you want to use, because the good weapons and the good armor are going to cost you. And at some point, ideally, lots of classes like a healing class at some point should have multiple sets of armor depending on the situation. And I know the same thing is true with your archers and your tank classes. You should, at some point at in-game level, you're going to want more than one set of armor and one kind of weapon that you're using.
I'll tell you.
One of the things we did not, sorry to interrupt, Deuce, one of the things we did not see in the patch notes, if I am right, is there was no addressing the fact that there is no healing weapon given with any of the level 50 Hazla stuff. And that was kind of something that healers we were looking for, because the healing weapons are kind of scarce in the game. There's some in dungeons, there's the gavel, but to do any kind of serious healing, you have to have a plus healing weapon. And they are, besides the crafted or obsidian ones, they're kind of few and far between, correct?
Well, they have addressed it on the forums, and Scape's talked about it a little bit. They're still working on that. They're actually working on putting them as quest rewards through the, where you can choose your weapon when you come up and stuff like that. Also, they talked about adding additional weapons to the Hazla stuff, and I still think it's all about translation and stuff. They have trouble getting that stuff over and picking and choosing, sections to pull out because of the translation from the two countries and stuff.
Yeah, there's someone commenting on the healing weapons. Yeah, it does kind of stink. They are in game. You can get them from dungeons. I mean, there's one for doing trials. You get a plus healing weapon, but the really good ones are top level crafted gear healing weapons, which anybody that's gone along the crafting lines knows what it takes to put together enough gear, because you got to have all the pieces before it to get to that gear, to get that top level healing weapon. Because on alpha I had one, and it was not, it was a major undertaking to acquire it. So I wish they would include something that could at least get your foot in the door just for hitting 50.
And once you actually took your mining gear off, you could actually heal too.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting evening. Yeah, I kept going, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I keep dying so easy. Well, yeah, when you go out questing a level 40 zone with mining gear on and go to face punch stuff, you're not gonna. Your survivability has been lowered at that point.
Okay, guys, I think everyone's been waiting patiently for the past.
All right,
we said we were going to give it away at 800 followers, and we're like past 850 now. So I think it's time to give away the silver key. So you're gonna have early access. You get a few coins, right? You get 30 days of patron status, all this good stuff. So if you guys have not yet, type in Beard Power, capital B, capital P, and Beard Power. Inspired
I keep seeing lots of bear power.
Yeah, bear power. They like that too. They like bear power. But Beard Power, type that in, get the chat going with Beard Power, and then we'll roll in about 1 minute. And I feel bad, there's so many people here wanting the key. I wish we had keys to give away to everybody, but at the moment we have one silver key to give away.
But you might want to tune in next cast.
Yeah, next week we might have another one. Even though it won't be early, or it'll still be early access.
It'll still be early access.
Yeah. So maybe we'll have another one next week.
It'll just still allow people to get.
Just real quick, the silver is going to give you 3,000 credits in the in-game store. That's a $20 value. 4-day Head Start, of course, is going to give you the title of founder and the 30-day patron status. So this is very. Oh, and you also get the experimental glider. So.
Oh yeah, get a glider.
Yeah.
Very nice. So then you don't have to spend your coins on the glider.
Yeah, and that glider, for anyone who hasn't been in game, the first time you launch off from the glider is another one of those experiences that you're like, wow, this is pretty unique to this game. It's almost like the first time you forget to equip it before you jump off a cliff. It's a unique experience.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this thing.
All right, we have 77 of you, 78 of you now entered into the giveaway, and so. Let us roll. Let us see who's going to win. Oh, someone left. 77. Good luck, everybody.
They missed it by that much.
Good luck,
everybody. You have a 1.23 chance.
Leroy. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Our winner is Fear With Me.
Fear With Me.
Fear With Me. We're not going to see it. We're not going to see it until...
We're on a lag a little bit, so...
Yeah, well, congratulations, Fear.
Grats.
Fear With Me. Fear With Me? Fear With Me? I just typed it in there.
That's awesome.
Congrats. We will send you your key in a message on Twitch, so look for it.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And these are, we got this from one of our members went up to PAX, and at PAX they handed out. Actually, 2 of our members went up to PAX, and they received these and they have donated them to us. Oh, did I just give away that there's going to be another one next week?
Another one? Okay.
Yeah.
Can we announce
next week?
There might be.
Next week, guys. Cass, just like this, 2 days before early access, we will be giving away another silver key.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
So are we ready to wrap it up for the evening, guys? Do we have any final thoughts? Deuce, you were talking anyway, so go ahead. What's your final thought before open beta launches tomorrow?
Before open beta, I'll tell you, my thought is I'm going to comb these patch notes. I'm going to go test out the patch notes and get ready to go live. That's what I'm going to be doing. And then on top of that, oops, forgot, and answer tons and tons and tons and tons of questions.
Yeah, by the time... Go ahead, Deuce, sorry.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, with all the new people coming in with open beta and stuff, we're going to try to get them wound up as fast as possible so that they can enjoy their experience just like everybody else.
I expect you to have all this answered for me by the time I'm able to get on tomorrow, because it'll be 4:30, 5 o'clock CST before I'm able to be on. So by the time I get on, Deuce, you need to have a list to tell Memo of what you have found out.
You know we're going on at the same time tomorrow. I'm going to be a little late. But I will tell you, I will put out, of course, everything that I found out and stuff, you know, with the patch notes and any secret stuff that has changed that they didn't actually write in the patch notes.
Yeah, and our winner says thank you. He said he won it while he was applying for grievance. So
nice. That's great to hear.
Yeah,
so cool. But thanks everybody for watching. We had like so much.
Yes, sir.
We got some final thoughts here. Don't cut me off on my final thoughts. I got.
I'm saying thank you to everybody watching.
God. Okay, Bear. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts, guys. This game has been like a dream coming for a long time. When we first saw it, and you know, Joe and I got real excited about it, but we weren't, you know, going to be joining in right away because at first that $150, you know, buy-in was, you know, it was unthinkable. But we bought into it because we had 66 people in grievance and alpha. We joined it, and we have not regretted it one bit. Matter of fact, we bought 2 more accounts, so now that, you know, our household has 4. The game has been well worth it. The patches have been great. You know, we can see where they're really making strides forward. I would love to see them kind of back off on the cash shop a little bit, but hey, that's a personal preference. But I look forward to seeing all of y'all in game in TeamSpeak. Look me up if you need some questions answered. I'll do what I can. Thanks again.
Yeah, and for Dash, I want to thank Dash because for those who don't know, he is our lead producer, and he is responsible for a good number of these shows, putting them on, making them run smooth like they do, and he is hosting and casting this one tonight. So thank you for that, Dash.
I wasn't talking much. I was a little distracted.
So thank you for that. For those who don't know, what last thoughts do we have from you, Dash? As you take a big drink.
Yeah, I love coffee. Yoda's cool. I cannot wait for Friday. I'm so glad I was able to get time off. Now I get to play. I get to stream.
You're talking about next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday. Yeah, not this Friday. This Friday is like, what's going on this Friday? I'm just gonna shoot some people in open beta, but excited about that. But final thoughts for us. Make sure you guys keep watching here. We're gonna be streaming our Navy battles and everything, and all next weekend we're gonna be doing our streaming for the early access, and also giveaway of a key next week again.
Looks that way. Thanks everybody for tuning in to watch another Grievance Aurorian Age ArcheAge cast. Hope to see you in game. The forums are open.
Right.
Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.
This is where we sit here and look silly.